We are the review men, but that's not our name.
We can't think of one yet.
We are the critical
Hit
brothers men.
things.
Ding. Hey there, YouTube. This is Cameron.
And this is Brad.
We're about to do a critical straight.
He's getting it. He's finally getting it.
Review is the next line, Brad.
I got one of those dog collars that zap him every time he says strike, and it's working perfectly.
Don't use that word.
Hey, Brad, strike. Anyways, so we're doing a review for Mark of the Ninja. I almost said Critical Strike.
For Critical or Strike, it's not a very good channel.
So we're doing Mark of the Ninja. It's currently on Steam for $14.99, and it's also on Xbox for XBLA points. Who cares? It's probably
like whatever their weird conversion method is, 15, 30.5 points, something like that.
So yeah, let's start the review. So guys, we're going to start with the story of Mark of the Ninja. I just want to let you guys know we're going to do it a little bit different this time. Instead of having just one person talk, we're going to have
both of us!
Lucky you. So anyways, the story of Mark of the Ninja. I feel horrible about this, but I don't actually know any of the characters' names because that's how well I played the game. You play as the male ninja lead, and you have a female ninja lead, and you're both in this clan thingy. Yeah. And you have to go kill other people. Why do you have to kill other people? Because they effed with your ninja clan. And that is not cool at all. So, that is the whole story. You just need to kill people that effed with your ninja clan. There's big twists in the middle, and it completely blows your mind. And then the end, yet again, blows your mind again.
That made me feel so stupid. I was like, oh my god! You got me, you stupid indie son of a... Bad
YouTube
word.
name we can't say. I don't know. So Karen, what'd you think of the story?
I absolutely loved the story. I think it kind of started off slow, and the story was kind of secondary to the actual gameplay of it. But I mean, once it got to the end, it just made everything, I don't know, it's kind of like it was for Limbo for me, like how the end just kind of changed what I thought of the whole story prior. And it made it so like, wow.
So basically what we're trying to say is it was like Limbo in the way that it started out as nothing, didn't give two craps about it, still barely give two craps about it, but at the end, you're like, oh, okay, indie sons, I see what you did there. You got me to think about it for a second. So we didn't feel the story was great, but we felt like it was okay. It's typical ninja story. Go kill bad guys that hurt your people. So we're giving it a 7.5 on the story.
Yeah, I feel it's pretty generic of a story overall, with an exceptional ending though. And it wasn't anything that I will remember. I will remember the ending, but the beginning part, even though there is a story throughout the game, I won't be like, yeah, I remember mission 2 when I had to go
jump that building
and I had to go kill that thing at that place for some reason because he made me mad.
Must be close, but we still need to locate him.
So next we come to gameplay, which in Mark of the Ninja is definitely the highlight. I mean, I'm a gameplay person, not really. I'm actually a story person. Cameron's the gameplay guy, so he's gonna have more insight on this. But the gameplay of Mark of the Ninja is, it's kind of like you can choose to play stealthy, you can choose to play murderous rampage, you can choose to play a mixture of both. And what's cool about this one is me and Cameron completely played differently. Cameron, if you watch some of the video that's probably going on right now, Cameron's the one that's hiding. I'm the one running through in the murderous rampage suit, killing people with katanas because, well, I thought that's what ninjas do. That's just what they do, man. That's just what they do.
And the thing that stood out for me, the gameplay is just, it's so good. It's just this really unique experience. And it's an entirely two-dimensional game, and it's stealth-based, and it just, I don't know, the fact that they can make it a challenging stealth game, and I don't know, it's stealth-centered, but you're not restricted to just that.
So let's definitely repeat that the story or the game is hard. It is freaking hard.
It's definitely hard to do it right.
Like if Cameron were to play the entire game by himself, probably would have gave up at some point, but thankfully, like, he would do it stealthy one level, and then I come in and kill a bunch of people the next level, so it's kind of like, oh, okay, just balances out there, we're good.
Yeah, and after you beat the game, there's a new game plus mode, which basically triples the difficulty, makes every enemy harder, makes it so you can't
4 times more fun.
You can't see behind you. You got all your useful cardboard snake box thing.
Yeah, I mean, guys, it's got everything. When you're stealthy, everything can give you away. Running, even walking, sounds of rats on the ground.
You might as well not even use that run button. That run button's a trap.
That run button's useless. Even and me as a murderous rampage, if I run in, that guy's gonna turn around, he's gonna shoot me. And surprisingly, ninjas can't take bullets.
Even with the armored sleeves add-on that you can get. Like, come on, how does that not stop bullets?
Okay, the cool thing also about gameplay is it has tons of add-ons. So if you want to play like Cameron, you want to play stealthy, they've got a good amount of abilities to be stealthy. You can do ones where you can drop down off of like ledges, fall down into new cover. There's the one at the end, which is overpowered. You get a suit near the end of the game that gives you the ability to teleport, which is BS.
Let us clarify. It's not the suit. It is the tattoo of a bear on your chest that lets you teleport.
We forgot to talk about that in the story, but the whole part of the gameplay that comes from it, from him being a ninja, he gets all of his ninja powers from ink on his body, which is apparently embedded with magical, makes you a ninja.
And they say it's going to make him go bat crap insane, but I don't know. I guess you'll have to play.
So there's definitely tons of room for replaying. There's a couple different suits. Each of the suits will give you a different ability. One that we experimented with allows you to run with no sound. The one that I used, which was way overpowered, is where if you killed somebody and somebody saw the body, they would be terrorized, and then they would kill their friends in fear. I don't know why they're terrorized at their friends, that they're ninjas, because they're totally their friends, but they still kill them. Makes no sense.
And I really wanted to use the stealth thing. I didn't get a lot of chance to, because by the time we unlocked it, I got the teleporting one, and that was just... I honestly don't think they should have put that in there.
Teleporting BS, guys. At the end, we pretty much walked through the game teleporting.
There was no challenge. I mean, okay, in the game's defense, I did still die a fair share of times.
That's because your teleport was like on cooldown.
And kind of a side note, but it's also about gameplay, is we played most of the game with the gamepad. I did use the keyboard mouse for a little bit, and 99% of the game on the gamepad, like an Xbox controller, is so much easier. The only thing that's easier on the keyboard and mouse is aiming items is a little bit easier with that and not using the thumbstick, but overall I would say the controller is the way to go.
Yeah, gameplay is definitely the highlight here, guys. If you're looking for a good game that's just fun to play, maybe not super high on story or the other things we're going to talk about, but gameplay is definitely really high. We're going to give it a 9.5.
Lots of fun, lots of replayability.
You're a goddamn ninja, guys.
Definitely the reason why this game stands out. Alright guys, now we're going to talk about the artistic style of the game.
Oh my god, they got colors in there.
Oh my god, it is just...
It's really just a basic, coloring basically for the art style. They're like, okay, we're going to be ninjas. We're going to put a ninja background like Japan, like Japanese style buildings, old kind of like, like Japanesey kind of things. And it's not great. And also, when you watch a lot of the cutscenes, some of them you're like, wow, this looks really cool. Personally, I felt like they were like old Samurai Jack, if you guys like Cartoon Network, in which that was like my freaking blood.
Definitely a Samurai Jack feel. I feel it looks like a kindergartner drew them, though. It's just like...
There are points where you're like, oh my god, guys, I saw the girl's arm is bigger than her whole entire head right now. Her legs are like freaking like really midget legs right now. She's at least 6-something, guys. Come on, you just can't keep changing this. It varies, there's points in the game of the story or just in the art style where like, wow, this looks really cool. That building is really awesome. But a majority of the time you're getting it's a building. Can I jump over that? Damn it, no? Okay, fine, move on.
Yeah, I guess the more specifics, like for me, I like the level design and the look of the levels are kind of cool. Like I like the whole world it's in. It's kind of nice.
There's definitely a variety.
But the character design itself, like the way the characters look, it's kind of weird proportion, kind of weird lines on their faces. That the cutscenes, I think, look kind of trashy, and I think the game would have been better without them if they would have just done in-game text bubbles, and that's kind of sad if you take that over the
They do have that
cutscenes.
at points where like they'll just be talking and then you gotta go do the mission. But like Cameron was saying, there's parts in the story where you're just like, that is not very good. Okay, that's an indie game, guys. That's an indie game.
And even the character animations, like there's points where you like climb on the ceiling, and you could tell he's not actually like grabbing the ceiling and moving across the ceiling. He's just kind of doing a predetermined animation. And I'm talking with my hands right now. I have no idea why. I'm thinking you guys can see this.
He's going
But so you're moving your arms like in this predetermined path, so he's not interacting with the environment. You can tell he's like overlaid on top of it. So it just, I don't know, it doesn't look that good.
It's definitely something you can tell where it's like an indie developer decided to focus on the gameplay, which is definitely a lot better than anything else in the game. And they took art and went, okay, we're gonna make it look okay, but you know, we're not going to focus on it because there's so much money that needs to be put into art. Why not put that money into gameplay so people will keep playing it? Does it have a lot of variety and things like that? Like you go to a lot of different places, you're in catacombs, you're in dungeons, you're in other buildings, you're in all these other places, but the art is just eh.
I feel like they made the artwork just good enough to not affect the gameplay, not to make the game any less fun because of how it looks, but they definitely didn't go above and beyond to make the game look wow.
And so it's going to be one of our lower scores for this game. We're giving the art style a 6, which is 6 is sad. Guys, did that just happen? It effing did.
That's right. That was kind of our conjoined musical talent. You can tell from the entry song that we've got a lot of talent, so we just like to spread it out a little bit.
We just made a voice baby, man.
We just made a voice baby.
So, I like saying so a lot in these videos, but...
I like repeating what you say a lot in these videos, too.
Anyways, we're gonna get to the sound. The sound, like the art style, is it's not very good.
Yeah.
Like I said about the art style, but it's Japanese themed. You're
Lots
in
of
Japan,
drums.
a lot of drums, a lot of... You know, if you're thinking right now, think of Japanese, like, old-style music, which is the perfect sound. Exactly what it kind of stuff is. Like, it's just like, it's like drums in the background. You're just like, okay, that's cool. You won't ever notice it in the game. I mean, me and Cameron, we were playing this game intense. We were playing the game, just going, oh, okay, gotta listen to everything, gotta do everything we gotta do to make this review good. Sound is hard to focus on this game because it's just very generic. It's like, yeah, of course I expected that kind of sound to be in Catacombs. Kind of.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. The easiest way to say, going through I did not notice the sound at all going through the game, which by itself just says
we couldn't hear. We're deaf at the game.
It didn't stand out. It just nothing. There was nothing going on that was that good. At least in the background music, there were some good sounding. I did kind of like the characters' voices for the little amounts that they did speak, and I kind of like the sound of like using items and stuff. I mean, like when you killed someone, it was a cool sword sound, like whoosh, whoosh. I mean, a little cooler than that. But
yes, guys, swords sound like
sword sounds like crappy, cheap $2 fans.
But yeah, the voices. I also enjoyed the voices in the game. The guy, whenever he talks, which is very infrequently, but if he does say something, you're like, oh, okay, you know, that was okay. The girl main ninja in the game is the main speaker in the game, and she's always telling you what to do, where to go, how to do it, why you're doing it, and she's pretty good. You know, I didn't hate her. I didn't like her maybe as a character too much, but I did enjoy her voice, which is kind of weird, I guess.
Yeah, so overall,
I thought her voice was nice.
Her voice was so nice. I love having women whisper and tell me what to do. Okay, let's see. Basically, so yeah, it was a man. This is also a low one. We gave it a 6. The background music, which is almost the only thing you hear throughout the entire game, very unnoticeable.
You're definitely not going to be playing it for sound, guys. You're not going to be going, damn, I love track number 7.
Oh yeah, you could listen to Naruto and get the same soundtrack, probably. That's not even a good joke. I'm a
ninja! We're coming to our conclusion, guys. I know you.
Conclusion.
Yeah, this is our
the end of the video.
This is our
turning off my music now.
This is our singing episode. So the conclusion we're coming to is the game is a gameplay game. If you really like a game that's just all about the mechanics of the game, this one's all about stealthy missions, finding ways to kill your targets, doing really cool ninja things, then you should pick it up. It's $14 on Steam. It's, like I said, probably the same price on XBLA with their weird Xbox point thingies.
It is definitely worth the price it is. It's an incredibly fun game, and you've never played another game like it. It is an incredibly unique experience in a 2D stealth game. It is definitely lacking in some areas, but overall, it's something that hasn't been done before, and they do it pretty well.
So, yeah, like Cameron said, it's lacking in every other area, which is why we have to give it a low score of 7.2. It is a great gameplay game, but that's the only part that it really stands out in. Everywhere else, it kind of keeps it safe. It plays the story. It's a ninja story. It plays the sound, very simple, and it plays the art style very simply as well. You would wish that it'd be a little bit better if it just went a little bit farther in each of one of those areas. Like if the sound was amazing, you would just love the game. It'd be an instant classic. But it's just for gameplay. If you want to be a ninja, get the game. If you want to listen to sound and be deep and admire art and story, don't buy it. Don't buy it. Even come close to it.
In a lot of ways, I find it kind of opposite of Limbo. Limbo was fun, but it was very reliant on the environment and, the environment and the sound. And this is kind of the opposite. It's super fun, but it definitely lacks in
And if
that.
you don't know what we're talking about when we say about Limbo, you should definitely watch our other videos. We have just started our YouTube page. We have 4 videos. This will be our 4th one being launched today. Don't watch our first one. It's pretty bad, guys.
It is. I'm looking back at it now, and I'm like, wow, that was...
We want to make a better YouTube page. Our Call of Duty video's up. We're pretty funny in that because we're dorks. We're funny. This is our 2nd review. Our next review, we're planning on doing Lone Survivor. We're sticking with indie games because they're a lot simpler right now, and we haven't gotten enough money or enough subscribers to actually invest into like a capture card. And
Please
like
watch and just subscribe and say you like us.
If you like us, we're going to keep making videos.
I don't know why I say to watch it, because obviously they're either watching it or they're not. I can't be like, watch it, and some guy that's not watching is like, wait, did he say watch it in that video? I better go.
We definitely need more subscribers, and we definitely would totally enjoy your comments of something that you think we should do. We'll probably do it. If you're like, hey, Cameron should talk like a Texas hooker, and Brad should do whatever he does.
I don't do Texas hookers anymore, Brad. You know that.
Okay.
That's a bad example. Don't ask us to do that. But beyond that,
I went too far in this one. But yeah, we definitely need some help. So give us some comments. Give them some likes. We love likes. We'll give you a puppy if you like us.
I like thumbs down too. I don't care as long as there's.
Just give us an opinion of what you think of our videos, and we're definitely going to try to make better videos. And this has been Critical
Strike It.
We're getting there. Critical Hit Reviews, guys. Talk to you later.
Yeah.